praises and the glory belongs to my Lord and Savior. His name is Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham Wahavakar Quadash. Name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. Son's name is Yahawashi, in whom I reverence, and honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few, I mean the very, very, very few brothers and sisters listening. Excuse me just a minute. Got my head caught up right now. Brothers and sisters listening and also learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days, because we are living in the last days of the last days. So without further ado, we're going to flow with the Spirit, right? I'm just happy to be out here to minister. Don't let all these things faze you that you see. Don't let it faze you, right? Come on now. Doesn't matter. As long as you get to where you need to get, you get from A to B to C, that's all that matters. This is the new world order now. Ain't nothing we can do about that except for speak the words. Listen, we don't need to prove anything. We don't need to prove a damn thing. Get out here, teach the word, that's all we need to do. And the Lord Yahawashi is going to deal with the rest, okay? You don't need to prove anything. So what if they're watching you? So what if it doesn't matter? You come out here, you teach the word, and you be useful to the ministry. So we're going to flow with the Spirit, okay? This is Isaiah. And I want to start from 24. Behold, the Lord Yahawashi maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. So how is he going to make the earth empty? On his return, when Yahawashi comes back, there's going to be earthquakes. There's going to be pestilences. There's going to be tornadoes. All these things are going to happen. Okay? And maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priests, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with his mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so the giver of usury to him. So the whole world's going to catch Jacob's trouble, the time of tribulation, the time of pestilence, the time of anarchy. The whole world's going to catch it. And we just want to hope that we're acceptable for that day, for the return of the Lord Yahweh by Sham Yahawashi. And it says, the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord Yahawashi have spoken this word. So utterly empty and spoiled. Emptied out. What land? America. Babylon. Let's go to Revelations. This is Revelations 16. And we're going to jump straight to verse 17. And the seventh angel poured out his vial into the air. And there came a voice out of a temple of heaven. So there's angels that are going to orchestrate all this that you see around us. Right? And said, it is done. Woohoo! It is done. Right? So the angels, they control the vials. They control the different levels of destruction. All right? Yeah, I am excited about this because the quicker, the more we're going to get closer to that salvation, and that's what we're waiting for. Listen, our labor's not in vain. Don't let these people trick you out of your salvation. What we're doing is very, very important. If it wasn't, then we wouldn't have all these eyes on us. Okay? Very important what we're doing. Very. So we got to continue on that journey of faith. And it says, and there were voices and thunders and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth. So mighty an earthquake and so great. And a great city was divided into 3 parts. And the city of nations fell. And great Babylon came into remembrance before the power of God, to give unto her the cup of wine of the fierceness of his wrath. And every item fled away, and the mountains were not found. And there fell upon them, the men, a great herd out of heaven, every stone about the weight of a talent. And the men blasphemed God because of the plague of the hell, for the plague thereof was exceedingly great. So these plagues are going to be sent by the angels, different vowels, and they're going to touch the air. And there's 7 of these vowels. But before that happens, what else is to play out? Famine of the world. Let's go to Amos 8 and 11. Come on. Go to Amos 8 and 11. This is Amos. Excuse me. Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing of the words of the Lord. That's what famine's going to come. The hearing of the famine of the words of the Lord, of Yahawashi. And that's what we're preparing ourselves for. The famine of the word. When it ain't going to be easily presented. That's what we're waiting for. For martial law to be happen. For this place to shut down. That's what we're waiting for. Right? And we have faith in that as well. Okay? We have faith. Got to have faith. Faith, like that George Michael song. You got to have faith. So we got to have faith. And it says, no thirst for water, but hearing of the words of the Lord Yahawashi. So there's going to be a thirst, a famine for these words of Yahweh by Sham Yahawashi. That's why we got to retain this. You have to retain what you've been taught. People are going to be running around asking you questions. What was the name of that group that were teaching? Where are they? Okay, all these different things they're going to be asking. Okay, we got to be about this word, our Father's business. And they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. Key thing, from the north even to the east. So you got people running around like headless chickens, looking for answers. Where were them guys? What was that name they were calling upon? And they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahawashi, and shall not be able to find it. Come and listen. Come and listen. And they shall not be able to find it. So they're going to look for us, but they're not going to find us. This word is so precious. To be a man that has faith, that's going to be a precious thing. And what is faith? The substance of things hoped for, but not yet seen. That's faith. So that's what we're pushing. The faith for the Lord Yahweh by Sham Yahawashi. And that's what's going to get us through. All the hours you put in, all that work, all that labor, that's what's going to pay off. You have to trust in Yahawashi and trust in the process. Trust in the process. Okay? And it says, and they shall not find it. So they're going to be looking for us. Remember those men that were teaching? But they're not going to be able to find it. Why? Because we're not going to be in range. Some brothers are going to be locked up. Some brothers are going to be dead. Some brothers are going to be on the run. Famine of the word. Get this now while it's available. Ever since you got people just walking past, clueless, like headless chickens. They're going to be the same people that are looking for us. This is real life. And as I'm doing this lesson, I already know the tactic of the enemy. Guess what the enemy's doing right now? Orchestrating stuff. So when I leave here after this, Lord willing, when I leave here after this camp, all the way to my destination, you're going to have people that are told certain things and so forth. It's all orchestrated. Society's a joke, man. Everything. You got the people rushing in their vehicles. Yeah, he might go that way. He might go here. Bro, don't worry about that. War in control. Actually, Yahawashi is in control. He's the one that's calling the shots. Not you. Not no Mason. Right? It's just one big pyramid scheme, man. Don't fear these people, man. Don't fear him that can kill both body and soul. You fearing some damn Masons, man. That's how they want you to be. Unconfident. Not sure of yourself. Yeah, Satan's going to gaslight us. But that don't matter, because we have the truth. And you got to stand on that as well. They're going to be looking. Go to Proverbs now. Oh, they're going to be looking. They're going to be running. Oh, what was that name they were calling on? Are them individuals that we were walking past? They're going to be, listen, this is going to come to pass. All hell's going to break loose. Family of the word. Martial law. Go to Proverbs 1. Baba Kishab. This is Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom crieth without. And where's wisdom crying? On the streets, man. This is where you're going to find wisdom. Not watching Netflix. Not watching World Star Hip Hop. This is where you're going to find wisdom. Out in these streets. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. That's why we're out here. The Lord said, go out into the lanes. Go out into the chief cities. Go out into the marketplaces. So this is where you have to be. And you have to be sincere. And deliver these words. She crieth in the chief place of concourse. This is the chief place of concourse, of trade. In the opening of the gates. It's the opening of the gates. In the city, she uttereth her words. These are the gates. Can you see the gate? These are the gates. So we're where the gates are. Right? In the opening of the cities. And this is the city. City of London. The unclean frog. There's a lot of unclean spirits out here. This is the unclean frog. So we got to prophesy against it. Prophesy against the occult as well. That's another thing as well. The occult. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, man. You see all these people rushing in their whips. Yeah, we are a threat to the kingdom of darkness, man. So that's what we're doing. We're prophesying against this kingdom of darkness, man. That's what we're doing. You got demons jumping in and out of people, man. Come on. Teach this word. And it says, she cried for the chief place of concourse in the openings of the gates. Woo. And there's a gate right across the road. That's spiritual. And it says, in the city she uttereth her words. So that's what we're doing. Scriptures talk about bid him to the marriage, saying, how long will you simple ones? Will you love simplicity? How long you gonna want to be simple for? Huh? How long you gonna want to be in simplicity? Huh? And scorners delight in their scorning. So much scorning out here. How long you gonna want to scorn? How long you gonna not want to do the right thing? The Lord wants us to do the right thing by Him. And it says, Barakashah, turn ye up my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make my words known unto you. Because I have called and you refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. But you have set a naught at all my counsel and none of my reproof. And the reproof comes from these men. So you're not denying us, you're denying the Lord. You deny us, you deny the Lord. And I believe I am Yahawashi's mouthpiece. I will also laugh at your calamity. And I will mock when your fair cometh. So the Lord's going to laugh at your calamity and when your deepest first come. The Lord's going to laugh and mock at your deepest fears. But it hasn't come upon you yet. But it will in due time. Come on, this ain't no joke. We keep telling people, man, get right, repent, for the kingdom of Yahawashi, of God, is near. And that's what we're waiting upon, the kingdom of Yahawashi. These people, they want to disconnect us from my true power, from my true essence. That's what they want to do. Disconnect us. Right? Come on. Not about confusion. That's why it's Babylon. No, this shit is all about confusion. Right? That's all it's about. Society ain't real. It's fake. It's illusions. It's make-believe. It's make-pretend. Okay? The only thing that's real is the truth. That's the only thing you're going to get that's real. Everything else in this world is fake. It's the only thing that's real here. If you want the realness, find out about Yahawashi. Right? Hated by many. Right? Loved by the few. And that's how it is. Right? Not the world ain't going to receive you. Only a few. Right? But that's why we're supposed to be out here and stand for something, man. Find something to stand for, man. Instead of being a coward. Right? And I want to let you know as well, a lot of what's being orchestrated around us is the occult. Via the occult. And we know about that. How? Because we were once in darkness. But we're not dibbling in the occult anymore. What's the occult? What does it represent? Witchcraft. Right? Sorcery. Manipulation. That's why. What did the occult do? The occult, they stage stuff. Right? And they expect a reaction from what they're staging. This whole society is mixed in witchcraft. You understand that? See what else we got, Baba Kishore. Come on. Better stay focused out here, brothers. Hold on. Get into these scriptures, man. This is the only joy you're going to have in the word of Yahweh by Sham Yahawashi. Because guess what? Everything else is going to fail. So what do you really want to invest in? We want to invest in this truth. Because that's what's going to pay off. Everything else is just vain. Pure vanity. Right? Invest in this. Right? Alright, man. Invest in this, man. This is the truth, man. You know, you got some people that support us as well. That's good, man. You know what I'm saying? We need that. We need that at times, man. So hold on. What else have I got, Baba Kishore? What else have I got? Hold on just a minute. I want to go to Luke as well. And I want to go to 16 and 14. 13. No servant can serve two masters. For evil he will hate the one and love the other. Who are you serving? Huh? You can't serve two masters. Because you're going to be in a dispute. You're going to be in a dispute in your mind. You can't serve Satan, but serve the Lord. So you have to pick a side. Who are you serving? Satan or the Lord, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ? Because I know who I'm serving. I'm serving Yahawashi. And that's the right side we want to be on. Because when you're on Yahawashi's side, you can't lose. There is no losing. Okay? And it says, Baba Kishore, or else you would hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. So you can't serve God and mammon. Mammon's money. Even though we need it, we're not worshipping it like most of these people. What are they doing right now? Coming back from work. Right? Coming back from work. 9 to 5. Same old routine. Get up, 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock, go to work, clock in, lunchtime, 1 o'clock, then what's next? Pick up the school kids at 3. You know what I'm saying? Watch the news at 6. Bro, that's programming. That's what you've been taught. So it's the same thing, what? You telling me it's the same things to Monday, to till Monday to Sunday. And you don't see that. That's a cycle. And that's what you call life. The Lord never put us on the earth for that. He put us on the earth for more, excuse me. Yahawashi put us on this earth to fulfill his will and to serve him in truth and sincerity. Okay? That's why the Lord Yahawashi put us upon this earth. To serve him in sincerity. Okay? And it said, because Satan's looking for souls out here. Satan's looking for souls. Men, women, and children. Yeah, you better flee, baby. Come on now. Satan's looking for souls. This ain't no joke. These are the last days. So he's going to turn things up. Okay? Satan's going to turn things up. He's turning that heat up. So brothers have to be more in the spirit, more in prayer, more in fasting. And we're going to branch out. Don't worry about that. We're going to branch out when it's the right time. But for now, we're going to stay put. But that doesn't even matter anyway. Because the only thing that matters is that we teach the word. Nothing else matters. We don't care about the gatekeepers of this society. Why? Because society's going to crash. Society's going to implode. That's why you got to put your stock in this word. Because when all hell breaks loose, this is what you're going to want. This is what you're going to want right here. And we don't care about no cult members as well. Right? Bring it on. Bring it on, man. And it says, and the Pharisees also who were covetous heard these things and they derided him. Right? Why? Because they were always mocking Yahawashi. That's why they derided him. Okay? And it says, and he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but God knoweth your hearts. If you're true to yourself, you don't need to justify yourself. If you're true to yourself, you are they that justify yourselves before men. There's a lot of people that would justify their actions, man. What they do. Filth. Filth is justified. That's what they be doing, justifying filth. That's what they be doing. Then pushing that same filth on people. Pushing it on people. Yeah, we got some filth, just accept it. Nah, the elect ain't gonna do that. Right? Okay, bear with me. Come and listen, bear with me. Come on. They're not even jogging properly. Bear with me. So, that's what the elect are gonna do. Right? Glorify Yahawashi. Right? And glorify him in the right way. Right? That's what we're here to do. Okay? Come on. And it says, Baba Kishah, God knoweth your heart for that which is highly esteemed among men is an abomination in the sight of God. That's what's anything that's highly esteemed here, that's an abomination. Right? Are you listening? Anything that's highly esteemed here is an abomination to God. So what you esteem in this world, the Lord's looking at that like, that's filth. That's an abomination, man. That's nastiness. Whatever's esteemed here. You understand? Brothers got to start really paying attention, man. Start paying attention. Get into the spirit. The whole thing is to make you feel like you're missing something. Like, you ain't missing out on nothing when you got the truth. We ain't missing out on nothing. Because you have everything you need. But the people want to convince you you're missing out on something. What are we missing out upon? Huh? You have the truth. We have the truth. That stands for itself. Then they want to do that stupid shit, that gaslighting, when they walk past you twice or 3 times. Bro, you're not going to deceive the elect. And you can't make us not see what we see. Come on. We're going to take this battle in the spirit. Come on. Hold on just a minute. This is Colossians 2 and 15. And having spoiled principalities. Right? Spoiled. So them principalities, they're in high levels, man. They're in high places, man. And guess what? They're controlling the minds of these dumbasses. Right? That's what they're doing. Them principalities are controlling the minds of these dumbasses. And powers. He made a show of them openly. So that's what Yahawashi was doing. Right? Making a show of principalities, man. Right? These warlocks, these witches. Let me tell you something. A witch, a warlock, a sorcerer, a voodoo man, obia man doesn't have no power over the elect. Preach. Why? Because they're in the spirit of Yahawashi. That's why. The elect are going to stand on business, man. They're not going to be swayed by what they see, by what they hear. Because they believe. Right? There was a taxi. I just see a taxi from Brighton. I just hop in there. Boom. And it says Baba Kishah. And he made a show of them openly. Triumphing them over, innit? The Lord put the powers to shame. Yes, if you're in Yahawashi, we have that same power. It's been given to us because the Lord put to shame them principalities. He put them to shame. He put them to shame. You know what that means? They have no power. They have no real power. Their powers are illusions. Listen. A lot of it is illusions that you see. A lot of what you see is illusions. That's all Satan has. And if you're dumb enough to believe them illusions, then that's on you. It's called magic. What else does the devil have? That's all he has. Magic, sorcery, witchcraft. But that's when you have to be wise and put on the armor. Excuse me just a minute. Getting chilly out here now. Put on that whole armor. That you maybe have to stand against the wiles of the devil. Don't let these people pull a fast one on you. Hold on just a minute. Let me get my gloves as well. Getting chilly now. Let me just pause this. Brother's got to be circumspect out here. Real talk. Yeah. Let me get the thing. Hold on. I can see for the bullshit. Isaiah 30. And I want to go to Isaiah 30 as well. Check this out. Isaiah 30. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord that take counsel. So yeah, our people take counsel, but it's not of the Lord Yahawashi. Right? But take counsel, but not of me. So if they're not taking counsel of the Lord, who are they taking counsel of? They're taking counsel of Satan. They're taking counsel of spirits, demons. These people be talking to demons and spirits because they're not taking counsel of the Lord Yahawashi. That's who they're cancelling with. They're cancelling with spirits out here. Okay? And it says, but not of me. And that's with a cover, with a covering. So they're covered, but they're covered with demons, man. That's what they're covered with, right? And these people be doing their fucking magic as well.
What is that? Was that
Not
magic?
genuine.
What's
Yeah,
the
a lot of these people be doing witchcraft,
Don't get
man.
on TikTok. What is that? Is that magic? You doing the magic show?
No, I say a lot of these people doing magic, man. Right, Judge? Alright, man. Yeah, done. Bam, just a minute. Yeah, man, these people are through out here, man. Right, you saw that. Bro, it's witchcraft. Because they've been given the instruction to do that. But that doesn't do anything to us, man. It's vain. You can't fool the elect. So what? Hold on a minute. You've been told to walk one way, then walk back. That's all deception, man. They won't tell you a lot of these people are fucking pedophiles, man. Y'all say it straight. I call it, bro, because I ain't got nothing time. I call it straight. Isaiah 30. But not of me. That cover with a covering. So these people, they're covered. With a covering. But it's not the covering of the Lord. So guess what they're covered with? Filth. That's what they're covered with. Filth. Wickedness. Their counsel is not of the Lord, it's of Yahawashi. Then when you speak about it, they want to go and like, something's wrong with you. No, something's wrong with you, man. And you've got these cult members as well, these dirty ass cult members as well, that be orchestrating stuff behind the scenes. You know you have that, right? You know you have cult members that target families, buildings, churches. These things really go on. That's what the occult does. So what do we have to do? You have to stay in prayer. Stay in prayer. Stay in worship. Stay faithful. Don't get out of character. Because that's what they want you to do. So they can say, see, he's mad. So that's why you got to keep your frame, stay patient, teach the word. That emotional manipulation shit. That ain't gonna work with us. It may work with these idiots, but it's not gonna work with us. And not covered with a covering, but not of my spirit, that he might add sin to sin. People are adding sin to sin. Adding sin to sin, man. If you're not covered with the Lord's Spirit, you're covered by demons, man. All type of meetings going on. Bro, you don't know all types of meetings going on concerning the brothers, man. All types of meetings. All types of things. All types of spell conjuring. A lot of that's happening. What do you think's going on with these videos right now? You think they can't see these videos that are being posted? They can see. You think they're not throwing up spells, enchantments? They can see that. You wicked individuals, man. May Yahawashi move upon you, man. All we got to do is just teach the word. And then the Lord does the rest. There are things going on in the background. The Lord Yahawashi is orchestrating the pieces. The Lord Yahawashi is orchestrating everything. Okay? That's what the Lord's doing. Okay? You ain't gonna pull a fast one on me. You ain't gonna pull a fast one on me, man. Yeah, churches, houses, households, jobs, people's jobs get targeted, bro. This is real stuff. Because it's spiritual warfare. So you gotta cut it down. See what else we got. And keep your energy high as well, because they will try to siphon your energy. See what else we got. You gotta report back to your handler. Yeah. Well, how was he? Yeah, he was useless. Yeah, go report back to your handlers, man. All these people got handlers. You know what I'm saying? All these people got handlers. Report back to your handler and tell them that I cast out devils today and tomorrow. And the third day I shall be perfected. Return to your handler, man. Oh, what was he doing? What did he do? What did he say? Bunch of lames. You got to stand for something. You don't stand for something, you fall for anything. And that's the truth of the matter. That is the truth of the matter. All these people are in bloody cults, man. Part of the collective, what they call it, the collective hive mind. Right? Come on. Satan's looking for souls. You better keep that integrity. Let's see what else we got. Okay. One thing at a time. So, because it is chilly out here. Okay. You have to. Some things we have to lose. Some things we have to gain. You understand? Got to be about our Father's business out here. But this is Matthews 10 and 25. I want to go to verse 25. It is enough for the disciple that he's master and the servant as Lord, Baba Kishar. Check this out. And it says it's not above his master. It is enough for the disciple that they has called him what? The master of the servant is Lord. The master of his son Beelzebub. They were calling Yahawashi Beelzebub. They were calling Yahawashi Satan. Yeah, our own Messiah. They were calling him Beelzebub. How much more should they call them of his household? So if they were calling Yahawashi, right, Beelzebub, how much more you? Huh? How much more are they going to call you names? They were calling Yahawashi Beelzebub. Okay. And it says Baba Kishar. Where was that Baba Kishar? How much more should they call them of his household? Fear them not therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed. So there's nothing covered, hidden, that's not going to be revealed to the public. Right? It's all coming out. And hid that shall not be known. So there's nothing you can hide, man. How it is you got people in high levels, and what you see around us happening, guess who that's a reflection of? You know everything you see going on? That's a reflection of your government. That's a reflection of the leaders. When you see all this anarchy, chaos, that's a reflection of your government. Okay? And it says, what I tell you in darkness, but you speak in the light. So what we're told in secret was speaking in the light. Right? And it says, and what you hear in the air, you preach upon the housetops. That's what we're doing. We're preaching upon the housetops, the highways and byways, telling you, right, to get right, because Yahawashi is on his way. What to look out for, right, and so forth, and to know that Yahawashi is on his way, and he's very, very faithful, and he's mighty to save, and try not to panic, because his people want you to panic, right? You know what I'm saying? They want you to panic. They want you to be impulsive. All right? A little bit more, then we're going to shut off. Matthew 24 and 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. It's prophecy. Prophecy, man. A lot of you are going to be hated. Some of them shall they kill you. Right? And you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake, and then many shall be offended. Be careful of that. People that are easily offended at the word. They shall betray one another and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. We're in them times now. And it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So iniquity is abounding right now. That's why you see the love of many waxing real cold. If you're not around a lot of people, well, that's good. Keep it that way. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So this is about endurance. It's not a marathon. This is about enduring. The same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. Then shall the end come. So this gospel, before the elect are sealed, guess what? The gospel needs to be preached into the different ends of this earth. And that's when the sealing begins. Right? When the gospel is being preached unto what? The four corners of the earth. Until that's done, then there's going to be no salvation until that's done. So that's why it's so important that we're out here to teach. You've got to understand the importance of this. This is not a light thing. We've been given wisdom from on high. True wisdom. Wisdom that surpasses everything we're seeing right now. This is the true wisdom. This is where it's at. Okay. This is where it's at. So we went to that Bible. I don't want to go to Revelation 7 and 7. Concerning the elect. Okay? Let's go to Revelation 7 and 7. Bear with me just a minute. We're going to shut off soon. Yeah, Satan's heavy at work, man. We're going to go to Revelation 7 and 7. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Revelation 7. And after these things, I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow upon the earth, nor the sea, nor any tree. So guess what? The winds are being held back. Right? The winds of destruction are being held back. That it shall not blow upon the earth. What does that represent? The destruction. So there's going to be a lot of destruction upon earth. And it says, nor any tree, and I saw another angel ascending from the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it's given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees do we have sealed, but servants of our power in their foreheads. And I heard a number of them which were sealed, and they were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. So 144,000 represents the elect, and that's the number that's going to be sealed. 144,000 of the elect and the multitude. And after this I beheld, lo, and a great multitude, which no man could number, all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. So what's that representing? Right? The victory that they had. And cried with a loud voice, saying, salvation to our power, who sit up upon the throne, and unto the Lamb. So guess what? You have the 144,000, and you have a multitude as well. And the multitude, guess what? They're not the 144, they're the 1/3. They represent the elect, so the 1/3 are also the elect as well. They're not the 144,000, but they're still of the elect. So sometimes you may not even be of the 144,000, you just may be of the 1/3. That's slated for salvation. But we just hope we're of that number. Right? We don't get caught up on too much. We just hope we are of that number. Okay? And we don't get caught up on all this other malarkey that's going on around us, because it's all confusion. That's all it is, confusion. Right? Let me check the time. Baba Kusha. So you know what? A little bit more, then we're going to shut off. Huh? It's all confusion. All this system is based on confusion. And the Lord Yahawashi is not the author of confusion, but of peace. Right? key thing, but of peace. So when you see a lot of confusion, that's coming from the enemy. That's coming from Satan, man. Right? You might be able to see some, but not all. And then you see someone to get our attention, bro. What these people? It's all about attention, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stay focused. Keep your head on the swivel and push this truth. It's all about attention and energy. Keep your head on the swivel, man. Okay? And let no man take your crown, as it mentioned in Revelations. The reason I'm moving a lot, because it is freezing out here. So keep your head on the swivel. Don't worry about these cult members. They're going to get judged as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the truth. Don't let them take your attention off Yahawashi. What's really important. Because this is the most important thing you could be doing. What else have I got, Baba Kishore? Hold on. Romans 8 and 12. Therefore, brethren, we are debtors not to the flesh, to live after the flesh. For if you live after the flesh, you shall die, just like most of these people. But if you through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, you shall live. Kill off the deeds of the body. Right? That's how we're going to live. Right? That's how we're going to live. Right? Through Yahweh by Yahawashi. And please don't fall for the tricks. Oh, you go somewhere and there's a lot of people there, and there's people. Listen, all they're told to do is step out of a room, make sure you synchronize in time with him, to give the illusion that there's nowhere else to go. It's rubbish. It's a trick. Don't you understand that? It's a trick of the enemy. Right? It's not like we're trying to get out of London, is it? It's a trick. You understand? You got to understand the wiles of the enemy. The enemy is going to use people. Right? That's what he's going to do. Come and listen, brother. The enemy's going to use people. They do that too. They always do that when they walk past you and they look back. Hey, just a minute. Sometimes you got to have a bit of fun with this as well. What else have we got? And it says, for if you live after the flesh, you shall die, but if you through the Spirit do mortify the deeds of the body, you shall live. For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God. So guess what? We got to be led by the Spirit of Yahweh by Yahawashi. They're the ones that are the sons of God. Right? They're the ones that are the sons of God. Those that are being led through the Spirit. So let the Spirit of Yahawashi lead us into all things. This truth. And he directs our paths. You really want that sound mind? Let Yahawashi lead you into the paths of righteousness. For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear. To fear. But ye have received the spirit of adoption, where we cry, Abba, Father. This is heavy. You have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear. You know, having fear, that keeps you in bondage. Having fear, that keeps one in bondage to the enemy. Why do you think fear is pushed so much into society? Because that's a trick of the enemy. If he can have you in fear, he can completely deter you from your mission, from your purpose. He has not given us the bondage of fear. Fear of man is bondage. You know that, right? But it says, again, to fear, but you have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. The spirit of adoption. Who's adopted us? Yahawashi. Back to the Father. So we've been adopted now. Back to the Father. Back to the Father. And it says, the Spirit also bears witness with our spirit that we are children of God. And if children, then heirs of God, and joint heirs with Mashiach. If so, that we suffer with him. So that's what we're going through. A suffering period, man. Being tried out. But we may also be glorified together with him. So that glorifier is going to come. But guess what? You have to be patient. We're going to be glorified with our Father. But You have to be patient to get that growth. I had it.
Are you on TikTok?
No, everyone asks me that. Is it TikTok? It's YouTube. It's YouTube.
Oh, man, look at
Well,
that.
come and listen. Alright. But that's what we gotta do, man. We gotta teach this word, man. Right? They do the little witchcraft thing. They're useless. Come on, bro. We're not having that, man. We bind all witchcraft. We bind all witchcraft, all sorcery, man. That stuff ain't gonna work on us. They do that little stuff, right? They do that little stuff. Bye. You're gonna die. This is rubbish, man. Come on. Don't fall for it, man. Don't fall for Satan's tricks. We're in the Lord Yahawashi's hand. And as long as we're in his hand, we gonna be all right. We gonna be fine. Come on. Just teach his word. Right? And they're sending some pretty women. Remember, what's sent to you is temptations. You're gonna be seeing all temptations. You've woken up now, the veil's been removed, as it's in Corinthians. That veil's been removed. The veil from our eyes. So now we're able to see. Right? Once that veil's removed, you can see what once you didn't see. You can see the glitches. You can see the inconsistencies within Satan's kingdom. We can see all those things. The inconsistencies. Okay? We're able to see that now. Right? The lies. All that. So you become a threat now. You become a threat to the kingdom of darkness. Right? And his minions. Because you can see. Right? You have the eye salve, as they mentioned in Revelations. Like an owl has, eye salve. You have that. So we're able to see, you're able to maneuver. You're able to make adjustments. You're able to make better judgments on things as well. Why? Because you have discernment. So the Lord's given us discernment now. So with that discernment, we can see. And that's a blessing, that's a gift. Not everybody has that. Different levels, it says that in Corinthians. And there were different levels. Some discernment, some different gifts. We have that level of discernment. So with that discernment, guess what? You should be able to make better judgments. You should be able to see through a facade. You should be able to see through lies. You should be able to see if something's real, it's not real. You should be able to see that. Why? Because you have that discernment, you have that gift. And that is a spiritual power. But you got to home in on that. You got to home in on that. You got to be patient when you have discernment. Right? Discernment is that spiritual power. So you got to control that. Right? Not everything you see, you need to speak upon. Some things you just got to hold your mouth about. But you have that power. And it's, it's one of the best powers because discernment, it keeps you safe. No? Discernment tells you, don't go there, go there. Stay here, don't go here. Make a move now, don't make a move yet. Meet this person, don't talk to that person. That's what discernment does. Right? And it's a gift. We're going to shut off soon because my hands are pretty much freezing and I'm getting chill bites on my toes and my hands. And not enough blood's getting to my hands and my toes. So, is there anything else, Baba Kishar? Verse 18, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time, what we're going through now, are not worthy to be compared. Are you listening? With the glory, which shall be revealed unto us. So what we're going through now, you can't even compare it what we're going to gain in the kingdom. Right? You can't even compare it what we're going to gain. Okay? In the kingdom. And he says, Baba Kishar. Hold on just a minute. Compare with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So, bro, this is eternal glory by Yahawashi. For the earnest expectation of the creature, waiting for the manifestation of the Son of God, we're waiting. Now, that doesn't mean, a lot of people say that, see, we're waiting. New covenant. That the manifestation is the new bodies. The mind, when does the new mind begin? The mind begins when you come into this truth. Because how am I speaking? It's like, hold on. You're waiting for a body, but the scriptures talk about let your mind be renewed, the renewing new creature. You're renewed for the truth, for the gospel. The manifestation of the creature is through what? Huh? When it says manifestation of the creature. What's that? Right? It's the bodies. So you're going to receive them new bodies, but you want to be renewed in your mind first. That's where salvation starts, in your mind. That's what Yahawashi was teaching his men. That's what Paul was teaching. Okay? And it says, Baba Kishar, check this out. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but reason of him who have subjected the same on hope. Yep, subject to vanity. But guess what? We're breaking out of that now. Right? Baba Kishar. And it says, Baba Kishar, subject to vanity. And all hair is vanity, even his flesh. Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption. So God's going to deliver us from these bodies of corruption. Okay? That's what he's going to do. Okay? He's going to deliver us, his elect, from this body of corruption. Right? Give me the evil eye. Good. Bear with me. Me not care. Bear with me. And it says, Baba Kishar, still useless. And it says, from the bondage of corruption into glorious liberty of children of God. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even in ourselves, groan with ourselves, waiting for the adoption to be the redemption of our body. So that's going to come, but yeah, as soon as Yahawashi cracks them clouds, that's when you're going to get them new bodies. That's when the deliverance comes. Okay? For we are saved by hope, but hope that is not seen as not hope for what a man seeth, what have we yet hope for? But if we hope for what we see not, then we with patience wait for it. So guess what we got to do? Wait. Be patient. And we're going to get them crowns. We're going to get crowned with salvation. You have to wait. You have to be patient. Okay? So I'm going to shut off here. Lord willing, this was edifying. And until the next time, Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Shalom.